Well, my name's Gareth Vaughan, and the character I played was billed simply as Gonads. Well, the producer is John Plowman, and John and I were at university together. We've known each other a very long time. And he just phoned me up one day and said, look, I think we've got a small part in the Vicar of Dibley, which we'd like you to play. You've heard of the Vicar of Dibley. I said, no, you're telling, because this was the first episode. So, not the first episode, the first series, I beg your pardon, yes. And so he explained to me what it was, and that Richard Curtis was the executive producer with Peter Bennett-Jones, whom I also know. And he said, it's only a small part, but I think it'll be fun. And I said, I'll be delighted. So that's how I got cast. Gonads, well, he is quite pleased with himself. He knows he's good, or he thinks he's good at what he can do, because when he explains to Geraldine why he's got a good voice, he says, I'm very big in the gonads. And he thinks that means that something to do with having a good voice. But it isn't, of course. He's just telling her that he's very good in the local amateur dramatic society, which is called Gonads because it is the Great Otley and Netterton Amateur Dramatic Society. Joke. As far as I recall, it was done on location entirely. Yeah, I think it was entirely on location. They're all wonderful people. They're all wonderful, very nice, consummate actors, highly professional, as you'd expect, but really nice, intelligent people, good to work with. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And Dawn is a lot of fun. Working with Dawn is great. That's very difficult. That's very difficult to say. I don't really have a favorite. If you absolutely push me, I'm bound to say it's Dawn French. Geraldine Granger, she plays to perfection. And she does exactly what Richard Curtis, I think, intended. She brings out the goodness of the character. She ought to be everybody's favorite vicar. Well, apart from my solo spot, the episodes, let me see, well, they were all very funny, I thought, and very well written. I did think the animal service was quite one of the funniest. I think that was in the first series. It's difficult to put it to be absolutely certain about all of them. They were all, I think it's a great series, and I enjoyed every episode that I saw, and I enjoyed filming those that I was in. The episode was split over obviously a number of recording sessions, because some would have been in the studio and some would be on location. We were on set, on location, that is, all day, basically, because although you're not on all the time, there's a good deal of sitting around. Something's going on all the time. A scene is being set up, or something's being shot somewhere. You know, if you know anything about shooting, it takes a long time and a lot of concentration from everybody when you're suddenly called upon to do your bit, and when you might have been sitting around for about 3 hours before then doing nothing. No, honestly, I don't think there were many bloopies. Not that I was aware of, anyway. It all went very smoothly. I mean, there may have been, but not in any of the scenes I was in or the choir was in, because after I was in the choir. But no, I can't think of anything that in particular. No, sorry. Yes, I can remember Howard Goodall once, when we were rehearsing for the auditions. Howard knew I was a singer, and he said, could I go and rehearse some of the extras who had little things to sing. And there was this one lovely lady, and she just she would rehearse the thing and she'd get it absolutely right. And I said, okay, now that's lovely, let's pretend you just come in now and I'm going to shoot you. And she'd come in and she'd sing it wrongly every single time she was asked to do it to camera. She would do it wrong. Eventually she managed to get it right, but poor lady, I think she was very nervous. She was very funny because she'd get it right in rehearsal all the time, and it was just one word. I can't remember what it was now, but she used to get that word wrong every single time you asked her to do it properly. I mean, I know Richard personally anyway, but you don't see much of Richard, you know, when you're actually filming. I mean, he's not always there, and sometimes he is, and he can say hello, and that's great. But you know, not as a very much a supporting actor, you don't get to see much of Richard. She held the whole thing together because she's totally reliable. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she makes it fun for other people. She encourages everybody, and she works incredibly hard. She used to have very long days. I mean, she's got lots to do in that show, and she must have been very tired sometimes. I remember particularly there was one scene in which we were hanging around, the choir were there all day. We didn't get there till about 9 o'clock, but I think Dawn had been there since about 7, and we didn't get round to shooting the choir scene till about 6:30. And we didn't finish till about 2 hours later, and she was still firing on all cylinders and encouraging others to do the same. She was just great. Well, Simon is a highly intelligent man. He's a writer, he's director, and he's a very great actor, in fact. He was great to work with, and he was very inventive in terms of understanding the part and the comic effects that could be done, and they were always intelligent and witty and never over the top. Yeah, I have the highest respect for Simon McBurney. at all. My pleasure. Thank you.